Hey y'all, it's your girl Maj here with the DMV Daily, and I am ecstatic about today's conversation because I am talking all things Black hair with the creator of the Black Hair Experience and founder of the new retail store Bohe, Miss Alisha Brooks. Hi, Alisha, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here, excited to get into this conversation.
Yes, awesome. Now, let me say, y'all, when Alicia first got on the call, I was like, girl, can we get into this background? Because all the Black girls in the back, the pictures, the photos, the vibe is giving me everything I need for today's conversation. And we will get into this a little bit later, but for those of you who don't know, Alisha is big grand opening her new retail store, Bohe, which is located at the National Harbor. Shout out to the DMV. And Bohe carries over 30 Black-owned retailers, ranging from beauty, hair care, and home goods. So we'll jump into that in just a second. But Alisha, I want to talk about the Black hair experience. And so when I think about the Black hair experience, right, this is a retrospective of just the Black girl hair journey from the past to the present. So the hot combs on the stove, the bumped bangs, to now we have knotless braids and steamers and silk presses and wash and goes. The whole nine. So how do you define the Black hair experience?
I feel like the Black hair experience is different for every single person. I don't think any of our journeys are the same. I think, of course, we have things in common, but I think everybody's experience is unique. And I think that's what makes it, this whole experience, that we can have these different walks and we can change our hair. We can do everything that we want with it. Today, I can have my hair straight. Tomorrow, it's going to be in a wash and go. And I'm okay with that. And I think that is the beauty behind the experience. There's so many stories to be told based on where you're from, and what your experience was growing up. And I really felt like that was important for us to tell inside of the Black hair experience, right? Like you mentioned, being at the kitchen with the hot irons, or the time you spend in the salon, or the amount of time you spend in a beauty supply store. Like all of it is relevant, but each of our experiences are different.
Yeah, I love that. And my experience is getting burned, behind the ear with the hot comb. And the flat irons. I used to tap dance when I was a little girl, and I just remember my mom with that. I smell it, like I see it, I feel the burn. And so yeah, the Black hair experience is just so near and dear to my heart when you think about it, sort of as that overall, kind of movement. Alisha, now you have opened two permanent The Black Hair Experience locations, and now 5 pop-up locations since 2020. Oh my God, talk about girl boss. Now, what led you to opening Bohe now? And why do you feel like this is needed?
Yeah, so that's really like twofold. Of course, like while opening the experiences in the different locations, each of them has like a small retail space that's inside of it. And we carry products from other Black women-owned businesses. And I think seeing customers come in and really being excited about being able to like interact and learn more about the women behind those brands that they may not have normally had access to. It was really important to be able to create a space where, one, people would have access to products that were made by Black-owned businesses. And a lot of these different brands don't have brick and mortar storefronts. They're online, so giving them an opportunity to put their products in front of people in a store was really important. And I also think like creating our retail space, we could only take a limited amount of Black-owned brands, but being at Bohe allows that door to open wider, allows us to work with more brands, give them more visibility. And I think that is why, or what really drove the opening of Bohe.
Yeah, now curiosity here, asking for myself, where did the name come from?
Well, Bohe really means like the Black owned home of everything. So it's kind of like an abbreviation of that. And we wanted something that would be kind of short, that would go well on the storefront, but still had meaning behind why we existed, why we created this space. And that's really the why behind it.
Oh my gosh, I love that even more. Now tell me a little bit more. You've touched on this a little bit, but tell me a little bit more about what Bohe stands for. And tell us, give us a sneak peek into some products and retailers that you will carry.
Yeah. So our storefront at the National Harbor is it's not very big. It's about 1,000 square feet. But the way that we set the store up, it creates an opportunity for you to shop, of course. But we also plan to use the space for small gatherings, bringing women together, doing free events inside of the space. Giving other business owners in the community an opportunity for them to come for like a daily pop-up. So like the intention behind opening the space, of course, is to give people access to be able to shop, but also figure out how we can utilize our space again to help women in the community that are on their entrepreneurial journey, on their wellness journey, on any journey. We wanted them to feel like Bohe is a space for them, a home for them, and also provide access to shop like really amazing brands. You asked me earlier, like some of the brands we carry. Of course, this is rolling. We're always looking for other retail partners. So that's always open. But just to name a few, we have some Butter Skin, we have Gold, we carry Play Pits, we're selling Be Rooted, all of her like stationery items. We have Nani, Rosen Skincare, Homebody, Base Butter. I mean, the list goes on. So a lot of these brands, some of them are national, some of them are not. But all of them have a home there. And I think that's really what we're looking to do, is to create a space where you have access to being able to shop those amazing brands.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned sort of that journey, like your own individual journey. And when you think of, the women who created these products, they are experiencing their own journey. And that's so important because I think, when I use Black owned, women products and when I use Black owned just brands in general, I feel or I think about the journey that I'm experiencing when I'm, twisting my hair with the Black owned brand, or I'm washing my hair with the Black owned shampoo. And so I think that's where that connection comes from. It's not just shopping, but being able to feel that same journey of, just the whole Black hair experience. I'm using the products and I'm sure they're feeling it, as they're making the products. So Alisha, how would you say, I love the mission of, just being able to continue to amplify Black owned products. How do we continue to do that?
Yeah, I mean, support is the way, of course, continuing to spread the word. If you get a really good product, don't review it, share it. I think not, being afraid to put that out there will continue to help push someone's dreams down the road and continue to magnify what they're doing. I think the success behind the Black hair experience has really been because there's been an overwhelming amount of support and word of mouth and sharing. And I've seen the power that can have on your business. And I think for all of the brands that we carry and the ones that we'll carry, in the future, I think that that's going to be the number one thing to, keep this thing moving, is word of mouth and amplifying and support.
Yeah. And when I think about going back to the idea of products, like when I think about products, Black girls gonna talk. they're gonna tweet about it, they're gonna make a YouTube tutorial about using the product. And so I think that's so important that, we continue to talk, like you said, spread that word of mouth about, these Black owned products. So that we can continue to amplify. Now we got a little sneak peek here. Let's talk about the gift wrap that Bohe will carry for the holidays. I know that you, Destiny Darcel, and Unwrapped collaborated. Tell me all about that.
Yeah, like okay, so like I am a visual artist, so I'm an illustrator as well, but I felt like I can come up with my own designs, but what better way to do it than to partner with someone that's as talented as Destiny is. So of course I reached out to her to see if she would be interested in the project, and she immediately said yes, because I thought it would be, really cool to get both her talents and and our vision for holiday wrap this season. And then of course when it came to the production of the holiday gift wrap, I could not think of anyone other than Ashley, who's the owner of Unwrap. And she's dominating the space of printing like luxury gift wrap, whether it's paper or fabric, reusable. So there was, like, to me, no better like trifecta if you had to think of it. And the fact that both of them were like, absolutely would love to do it. So I'm really excited about the products that are going to be available. And like you said, in Bohé, we're going to be doing like complimentary of gift wrap this holiday season. So if you're shopping for your mom, your friend, a family member, and not all the products are just, based for women. So you could be shopping for the men in your life as well. We'll be glad to, of course, wrap those gifts for you in the store, just to make the holiday season a little brighter.
Oh, I love that. Like, I can picture that now. Let me just go ahead and put my order in. Let me stop by Bohé and get my gift wrap. I absolutely love that. Now, for those of you who don't know, Destiny Darcel is a Black woman artist, and Unwrapped is a Black-owned, woman-owned print and stationery company. So when we talk about that trifecta, oh my God, putting Black women, creatives and artists and business owners and bosses together, unstoppable, unconquerable. Now, speaking of unstoppable and unconquerable, Alisha, you own the Black Hair Experience, the Selfie Museum, the now Bohé retail space, and Hello Tea, which is your merch line. You're a visual artist, you're a mother. How do you manage all of that?
I mean, it takes a village to another level, right? I think again, the biggest part of the Black Hair Experience's success is the team behind me. I have such an amazing team of Black women that have given every part of themselves into making this business a success. And I may have started it, but I would not be here today if it wasn't for their dedication and their support of the vision. And then, of course, my husband, because he holds down this house with our kids, because, of course, all of this takes a lot. So definitely that, and my family. So that pouring into that support, that network of people who really like see it for you and love you and want to see what you're doing succeed.
Oh, I love that. Nobody is successful alone. So having a support system, a good hubby by your side, oh my God, it's so important. So with everything that you have going on, what are some ways that help you or that you do that helps sustain your business?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a journey for me, and I'm not perfect yet, nowhere near it. But honestly, knowing when to delegate, knowing when to hand it over to someone else to step in and let them shine, that is a huge part of it, because I have the tendency to fill my plate up to where stuff is falling off. So having the power to say, like, I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna give you the space to do this, it's been like one of the number one things that have been able to let me, juggle all of these different pieces for sure.
Yeah, that's good. One thing I love about just the black girl hair experience, the Black hair experience, and thinking about the new retail store Bohé, right? It's not just about hair. It's about empowering Black women on their journey through hair. And so I absolutely love that. So when we think of, Black women who are just aspiring business owners, aspiring entrepreneurs, or Black women who are already in their business and they're thinking about ways to grow their business, what advice do you have for them? What advice do you have for them?
Yeah, like I think the biggest thing I would say is don't be afraid of the no's, because like I had so many no's along this journey, and like if I had stopped there, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, you're going to have some doors closed in your face, and everyone may not see your vision the way that you see it, but don't let that discourage you. And really put forth all of your effort into your dreams. I think that is like huge, just because I know that you'll face obstacles.
Yeah, that's good. I like to think of, every time I get a no, that creates sort of a footprint that creates a bigger path to that one yes that I need. So I think that's so important. Alisha, what's next for you in 2023? We got 2 months left of 2022 and 2023 is almost here. What's next for you?
Yeah, so definitely looking to bring the Black hair experience into other markets, opening up another Bohé store in other locations. So that's definitely on our radar for 2023. I want to try to get, all of this in front of as many people as possible. So in my mind, I kind of want to see a tour happen maybe next year. So not too much, but possibly.
Yes. Yeah. Now, the grand opening celebration is happening today. What are you most looking forward to? I know there's like so many things you probably have to do, but what are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting people, letting everybody come into the space, receive it, hopefully supporting some of the amazing brands that are in the store. But I love being able to get out and get in front of people and engage with them. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That is so awesome. Now, is Bohey online?
Not yet, but it's
Okay.
coming. And we're in the process of working on you can order online and pick up in stores. So we definitely have some things in the works to make this accessible to as many hands as possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Miss Alisha, tell us where we can keep up with you and your journey.
So of course the Black Hair Experience across all platforms, and then Bohey is at shop.bohey. And then if you're interested in what I'm doing, I am at Brown Girl Hustle on my Instagram page. So definitely looking forward to meeting and connecting and engaging with people there.
Yes. Y'all go follow Black Hair Experience. Go follow Bohey. Go follow Alisha. Go follow all the pages. So you can keep up with her journey and the Black Hair Experience, and continue to create and mold and shape, you know, your own Black Hair Experience. Alisha, thank you so much for just sharing your journey, for giving us a sneak peek into the Bohey experience, and for all that you do just for Black women, you know, entrepreneurs, Black women philanthropists, Black women activists, just Black women bosses all around.